What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Dead Noise. I'm Chris, and I am back with the man himself, Aku No Heavy. How you doing, man?
What's up, brother? Gotta be here again, man. It's always a pleasure.
Good to see you. Well, I guess first things first, we are here at your show, live in the Port City. It's a trap metal showcase of sorts. You got 10 different artists. How does it feel now that the night's come for this event to have it all come to life? How does it feel?
Man, you already know I put a lot of work into this. This has been months in the making. You obviously know yesterday our headliner canceled. But honestly, the energy between the community that's here tonight, the vibe has gone up, tenfold, even though Kami dropped. It's like this is going to be a brotherhood. So the vibe to be here tonight, we're going to lose some money, maybe, probably, absolutely. But I want to replace being here tonight for anything else, man. Like, everybody was in town, like, yesterday. 8 out of these 10 artists, or I'll say 7 out of the 10 artists came in from out of town. Half of them got flights. I got a guy here from Puerto Rico tonight.
Yeah.
Black Will. Shout out Black Will. You're a boss for doing this shit, especially when you know the bumpy road that has come in the last couple days. Like we
24 hours.
We literally could have conquered this shit like in a timely manner. It's just the fact that it all started yesterday. It's just, I'm not gonna say shit's falling apart, but I'm gonna say like it's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I said it to you off camera. I'm gonna say it again. I think the way it ended up is way better than how it could have been. I think the lineup we got right now is spot on. I think the energy, like you said, is a lot better. I'm not gonna throw any shade. Just go on Instagram.
That's respectable. I'm gonna throw shade though. Just go on Instagram.
You can throw all the shade you want.
Just go on Instagram. I was asked not to do anything before after tonight's show, but I was called out on Instagram, so I got no restraints. I don't give a shit, man. Like, it is what it is. We're about what we're saying about. I got receipts. There is no doubt what I said happened. Like, I try to accommodate this motherfucker every fucking way we could, bro. So, like you said, the energy is better now, though, that he dropped. Somehow, I don't understand how it works, but you're right. We're all bonding over fuck Kamiyada right now. Like, it's the fuck Kami block party is what my boy Brian posted. So
Shout out Brian Davenport.
Shout out Brian Defile.
Well, I guess to that point, some people might not know this, but you have taken over vocal duties for the local metal band Defile the Crown. When I interviewed you back in June, you talked about having a metal background, being a frontman for metal bands. How long was this in the works that you were stepping in for Defile the Crown?
I tried out 2 weeks before July 4th.
Bro.
So July 4th, like literally July 3rd, they messaged me and was like, you made the cut, but it was 2 weeks. So I was literally like, I didn't make the cut. I haven't done metal in a long time, man. Not straight metal. I dropped my little homages in my current trap stuff. Trap metal, that's what it's about, right? But I haven't not done strictly metal, like done a screaming set in 10 years, dude. So, I went there and they were like, it was between you and one other guy and you murdered it. So we've done 3 shows. Our last show was the most successful and highest paid show Defile the Crown has ever seen in terms of door pay and merch pay. So we out here flexing. Straight up though, we got reason to flex. We upgrading and we moving on. We still got love for all for the old guys and for all the bands that fuck with us. There's no bad blood, absolutely. We just onward and upward, baby. That's all I can say.
Dude, absolutely. I was at that first show with you, opening for Blackwater Drowning.
Yes.
And I just remember me and the other Chris Vance. Shout out Chris Vance.
yo, shout out Chris Vance.
We were both looking at each other like, oh my God, they sound like a whole other band. They sound like Reborn.
That's exactly what he said too. So, we didn't want it to be like, when Defile hit me up, I was like, what's the move going forward? Like the style wasn't exactly what I was willing to entertain per se, But they was like, we're trying to be more hardcore going forward, and I was like, well, I can bring that to your table. And also, like, man, I try to go crazy live, you know, try to put on some, like, I'll be two-stepping on stage, dude. Like, it's really, like, I'm just trying to up the energy, make sure that they know that they picked the right fit, and we're going to follow it all the way through for the next few years for sure.
Have you started recording with them at all? I know you played a couple new songs with them on stage, but have you guys gone in the studio and written some more since then?
Our drummer, Frankie's getting married early December, so we are taking a little hiatus to record a whole EP in the meantime, which will be 4 new tracks, and we have played 1 so far live. The second new track, we did the Bremen Horizon cover too, but the second new track will be unveiled at our next show. But we have 3 of the 4 ready, plus we're going to remaster Frail, which was the last single they did before I joined. And I mean, it's gonna be a different energy. That's all I can promise you. Like, whether you like it, whether you hate it, it's gonna be a different level of energy. I can promise everybody who follows Defile the Crown that. Like, you should not walk away disappointed.
No, absolutely not. After your set with Blackwater Giant, I was like, I'm their biggest fan now. Like, I already had love for the band, of course, but I was like, damn, they're on a whole other level now.
It's definitely different, man. Like, and I get, like, if some people don't want to, like, still mess with us because it's different. I'm not going to say it's better. I'm not going to say it's worse. I'm not going to throw no shade. I'm going to say it's different. So I understand for the OG Defile fans, like, if you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with it. It's all love. Like, I'm gonna go up there and do what I do 100% every fucking night that we got a show booked. Like, it doesn't matter if there's 5 people there or 100 people there. Like, we're gonna put on a show.
Absolutely. And I was just talking to Nooses earlier about the EP that you guys did. We talked about it a little bit back in June, Carolina Killstreak.
That was before it dropped.
Yeah, and now that it has dropped, how has the response been from your perspective? And I also asked Nooses, were there any songs that did better than you might have expected or anything like that?
The whole thing is, I mean, we're almost at 30,000 streams on Spotify alone. So the whole project, I've got no regrets. It's been great. Nusi put a lot of work into the marketing, so shout out Nusi for that. You know, I recorded we talked about this last time. I recorded the whole thing at my house. So it's literally a home studio we recorded on and just sent it off to an engineer, you know. But Nusi put a lot of work behind the scenes in the marketing. We're going to try to do a song video for Gold Sarcophagus before it's all over and done with. But as far as the response, I would say it's pretty close to what I would expect. Like, hype to, like, you know, I put Nusi outside of his element and likewise. So, like, Blood and Rust on the CD was it's one of the 5 songs. I would say it's the least performing well, but it's also the most outside of our comfort zone. Yeah. So pushing that song on the same demographic that we pushed Killstreak or Legion or Gold Sarcophagus on. Phantasm. Hey, how did I know this was going to come up? Phantasm may perform well, but I love that song. Joy Immortal. That man turned around his feature in like 5 days after we had a bum feature. So, you know, I got no complaints about how it turned out. We got a lot of nice references. I know you thought it was a movie drop. Yep. I'm pretty sure it was like indicative of the movie title, but obviously you heard all the Japanese and Yu-Gi-Oh references. Like, it's definitely like we try to like base it somewhere, not just like a big old fat question mark on this shit, you know?
When you saw the title for that track, did you also think it was going to go in the horror movie direction?
I'm pretty sure I named that track, bro.
Oh, well.
Yeah, and so me naming it subconsciously is from a horror movie direction. You already know that. So don't worry. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, like I said, he showed up. All the beats had names. We recorded on the spot. We kind of vibe with the beats on the spot and fed off each other. But none of the motherfuckers were named ahead of time. Like, he knew he wanted to do something with Carolina for the EP title because he's SC and I'm NC. But nothing was really, like, concrete, you know? Carolina Killstreak was something we agreed upon because of, like, Call of Duty. Yep. Like, you can kind of incorporate gaming and also, you know, Killstreak it's got a trap metal vibe name. Oh, yeah. But so there's a lot of reasons why it fits. So I got no complaints there. But I'm pretty sure I named Phantasm, dude.
It all
and
makes
it was
sense
the
now.
fucking beat. It was just like, bro, it's kind of like spooky is kind of a corny word,
Yeah.
but it's got that little creep, that creep vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about like loud in your face. It's like it's just got that creep, like underground creep vibe.
Yeah. Well, to that point, I guess we've arrived to my favorite part of every interview, and that's a speed round. So I've got a bit of a different one for you since this is our second interview, and we're both hardcore horror fans. We're close to Halloween, so I got 5 horror subgenres categories. Tell me your favorite movie or character from each category.
Let's do it.
Favorite slasher.
Classic or like anything?
Anything.
Anything? I might have to go classic. I used to collect a lot of everything horror memorabilia. If you want pure, like, realistic, I'm going to go with Leatherface. There's nothing that's not real about Leatherface. Like, it could be a fucking family of cannibals in the middle of Texas, but they're eating flesh, bro. So there were literally reports of cannibalistic families in existence in the desert of America. Like, Hills of Eyes is based on shit like that. So realistically, I would pick him, but as a collectible value, Michael Myers is worth the most, but I stopped collecting anything but Friday the 13th. For budget's sake. For budget's sake, man. If I collect everything, I'm a major L. I had to stop collecting everything.
I'm the same exact way, dude. Favorite Universal monster?
Creature from the Black Lagoon. You seen what's the Guillermo del Toro movie?
The
Shape of Water. You like that one?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. About to say that's like a modern play on the creature, you know.
That's the whole reason I saw it.
It's kind of like a play on Frankenstein too, where like there's like Dracula. Look, there's a lot of romance in Dracula, man. Like when people tell me like, why is it a love story? I'm like, Dracula is a complete love story. It's all romance. There's a lot of homosexuality in Bram Stoker's Dracula that wasn't in the film, but like romance and kissing on the neck, all that like carnal activity is very derivative of vampire lore. Like, come on, biting the neck, dude. But Creature from the Black Lagoon, I feel like he's a misunderstood monster, but who also like, you know, with the humans and shit, you know, the love lore and all that shit. I feel like, I don't know. I just pick Creature.
Favorite sequel?
Bruh. Hellraiser 2.
Why did I know that was going to be
Hellraiser 2. Hellraiser 2 is the only sequel that's as good as the first. Hellraiser 2 and Hellraiser 1 to me are like... Okay, look, Halloween 2 is kind of a continuation.
Scream
Hellraiser
3?
2, bro. Dr. Chenard, dude. The freaking mental patient on the bed cutting himself. Yeah. Like, dude, it's so like... I want to experience pain beyond pain, like pleasure beyond pain or pain beyond pleasure, however you interpret it. But, you know, like Hellraiser has always been more of an R-rated thing. You can't play that and just be like, don't watch the boobies, because it's literally all like sexual, bro. Like literally in the first movie, look at Julia and Frank. She's literally, in the second movie is Julia skinless. And motherfuckers are like fornicating. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking weird. XO, you up next, bitch.
Your favorite remake?
No cap though. Michael fucking Bay's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2000 remake. Is it 03? That was the last movie to scare me.
Really?
That was the last movie to legitimately scare me. And mind you, I was 13 in 03. But I saw that in theaters and I was shook to my core. Like, I was just like, bro, like, everything that was possibly campy about the OG, which I love the OG, like the documentary style. Oh, yeah. Everything that was fucking campy about that was removed. I think all the characters were good. I know they added the sheriff and all that, but dude, Arlie Ermy, that's an OG. That's the OG. He's so great as a sheriff, or like what is it? Full Metal Jacket, the military conductor. But I love Arlie Ermy, man. Like, I love him. Jessica Biel, I don't give a fuck about, but Leatherface, the redesign was great. Oh yeah. The set designs were great. The locker room, the slaughterhouse, I love it. Yo, Sorry.
And the last one, your favorite paranormal movie.
Blair Witch Project?
Okay.
Does that count?
Yeah.
I saw look, Sinister. Sinister is my favorite. That's my favorite Blumhouse release, period.
Oh, wow.
Sinister, 2012, right? That's when Sinister dropped. Yeah. Sinister and Prometheus are my favorite movies from that year. Sinister is probably my favorite Blumhouse drop. I think that, the opening scene with the hanging, the family hanging, the branch breaking, the family goes up in the air. It was like, bro, they set the tone immediately. That's Ethan Hawke, I love Ethan Hawke from Training Day, from
Phone.
Wasn't he in a Black Phone? I do like a Black Phone. People rate that higher than Sinister though, man. I always try to show love to the people who still come out to Wilmington and shoot because there's a whole Hollywood thing and taxes and all this shit that happened like 5 years back. Mm-hmm. This used to be East Hollywood. That's what they call Wilmington, was East Hollywood. Screen Gems is here.
That's why I went to college here, was because it was Hollywood of the East.
Yo, as a videographer, that's a smart move too. Like, there's definitely still opportunities here, but it's not like it was.
No.
It's not like it was. And, the fact that they shot Halloween Inn somewhere else too, like, I will give you credit on that. But y'all shot it in Georgia, so fuck it.
They shot Exorcist 3 here too.
I did not know that. Yeah. You know about Cape Fear, though.
Oh, yeah.
Robert De Niro. Mm-hmm. Taxi Driver, I'm pretty sure that was shot here, too. I know what an Avengers movie was, too. Or was it Iron Man 3?
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, there's a lot of shit that's happening in Wilmington with these major artists. I've met actors in Wilmington. Rory Cochran, shout out Rory, that's my dog. He used to come into my restaurant all the time, but he's been in Dazed and Confused, Oculus, Antlers. Have you seen Antlers? About in Wendigo? He's the sheriff. So, not the main sheriff, but the backup sheriff. But he came, bro, we really my kids ask about Rory now. Like, that's God. For real, though. Like, he came in every day to my restaurant. Like, it's fucking love from here to LA for that.
That's awesome. That was everything I had for you. I could probably talk about horror with you all day, every day. I'll DM you at some other point.
No, I'm always around, bro, and I appreciate the love always.
Of course. Thank you for having me at this event. This has been great so far. Was there any closing message to any Aku No Heavy fans watching?
Yeah, I got one for you. Fuck Kamiyada.
Why did I know that was going to
Suck my fucking dick. That's my only fucking departing message, man. Support local music. Fuck Kamiyada till I die.